Hi guys, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. You guys have been requesting a freezer tour for some time now, and I just went out there and did an inventory, kind of like looking at it and seeing where my holes are and what kind of things I need to be on the lookout as far as sales to stock up. And I went ahead and took my camera and did a tour for you guys. And the one thing I want to say is the biggest tip I can give you is to have an inventory list. We not only have one freezer, we not only have two freezers, we have three freezers. Before you say that it's crazy, realize that we're a family of 10 and we purchase meat in bulk. We have a farmer who raises a grass-fed cow for us, and he takes it to the butcher, and then we fill out a list of how we want the butcher to cut the beef, and then we just go and pick it up. And then when we bring it home, we have to have the space to put a whole cow in the freezer. And we do the same thing with pork as well. We have a local farmer that has a great reputation, and we do the same thing there. So with that said, the tip I want to give you guys is have an inventory list. Put the date that you put items in it and date the packages, and really keep a good inventory. I keep mine in my meal planning binder, so when I meal plan each week, I bring these lists out and I look at them and I know what I have to work with, and so I meal plan from this a lot. When I hit a sale on really high-end cuts of meat like filet mignon, or I really like the eye of the round roast and they're a good price, I'll stock up on those as well. So with that said, how I do it is like burgers and brats. The boys fixed those the other day, so when they pull them out, they know that they need to go ahead and put an X there. Anytime someone pulls something from the freezer, they need to just put the little X there. And they're really pretty good about doing that, and it helps keep the system going. So I'd highly recommend doing an inventory and keeping it up to date. This is where I downloaded this inventory sheet. It was a free download, and that's the one that I've been using. Okay guys, let's go ahead and check out these freezers. I've gotten a ton of requests to do freezer tours. So I'm out here today, I'm going through our freezers and seeing what I need to get stocked up for the winter. And here we go. Now we're a big family of 10, and we purchase like a whole cow, we purchase a whole pig, so that's why we have 3 big freezers. Now you might have seen some of this up here because I've been doing some stocking up for the winter. We have persimmon puree, cranberry sauce, lemon and lime juice, and then way in the back is pumpkin puree. This is some pesto that I've just put in little, like, I guess ice cream scoops, and freeze it on a sheet tray, and then I put it in here and I can take it out. And then I love having these for the holidays, some phyllo dough, and these little mini phyllo shells come in very handy for the holidays. I have blueberries back here. Have a ton of compound butters, bistro butter, a bistro butter with sage for turkeys, roasted garlic butter, an Asian butter, cilantro lime, garlic butter. Have some honey butter over here. So all kinds of compound butters. I love, love, love. This was a new one that I tried at your guys' suggestion. It's a maple pumpkin pie spice butter to use like on pancakes and waffles, that kind of thing. Then on this shelf I have brats, and behind them are hamburger patties. I have two turkeys. Those are the turkeys I got at BJ's, and I picked the small ones. And then I have a couple of ducks. I have a couple of briskets and a roast. Not too much left from our cow this past year. I love the Eye of the Round. It's one of my favorite roasts. So whenever I get it on sale, I try to keep it stocked. And then this is the very end of our cow from last year. Not too much left. A couple of standing rib roasts and things like that. I see a tenderloin in there. That kind of thing. And then when I hit my big sale, Ken went and stocked up. He goes, I thought you said you wanted butter. So I have like, oh my gosh, so much butter. Then over here, this is when I picked up our cow, Ken and I asked for the bones and I made bone broth, and I really concentrated it down and put it in the mason jars to freeze it. And I used that all year long. And then this is some, let's see, chicken base, and this is a pork base. And I have one lone French onion soup that I got at Trader Joe's. Now, these are the acai packets. We go through a lot of those with the berries that I keep in my freezer in the kitchen. These are the hatch chilies that I recently ordered. More hatch chilies, more acai, hatch chilies, acai. And then down here, I have some of the carne asada from Trader Joe's. I really, really enjoy that. And then this is just kind of like things, if it's just Ken and I, there's a couple of cordon bleu. I kind of want to use those up. Some of the Trader Joe's chili lime chicken. There's some mahi mahi burgers. We can throw those on the grill, and it just makes a quick lunch. So that's the first one. Now this freezer here, about 3 times a year, they have sales on beef tenderloins here, and they're like $5, $6 a pound. So way over half price. When they have them, I stock up. And I have a video on how to break down a tenderloin for filet mignon, or if you want to do the center cut roast. Yeah, you can look at that video. I'll put it in the description box. Up here, I have marinated pork chops, huli huli, teriyaki. On the next shelf, I keep frozen fish, and there's some flounder, tuna. I know this is haddock, and one thing that I'm kind of missing is salmon, and also Ken loves halibut. So salmon and halibut, I'm going to put it on my list, and whenever I see a sale, I'm going to stock up on it. Next, I have some chicken. I love to marinate chicken. This is a Thai coconut chicken, tequila lime chicken, teriyaki chicken. These are some chicken quarters that I got. I'll probably use those to barbecue. This is just a couple packets of chicken breasts. Down here I have 2 hams, the sliced hams. I have 1 lone Italian sausage, so I need to put that on the list. I have that pulled pork that I really like. It's good in a pinch. I'm good on that. And then down here I try to keep stocked of pork loin. I have a couple of pork tenderloin down here. You can do so much with that. And I stock up when it's on sale. Now this past week I've been stocking up on just the turkey breasts because I cook them in the crock pot for turkey sandwiches all year long, and they're delicious. Super easy. I'm going to be doing a video on that actually to show you guys the technique because it's so wonderful. The turkey does not dry out at all, and you don't have to brine it like a big turkey. Okay, on the door I have veggies. I like corn frozen. I have 1 thing of cauliflower, the rice cauliflower. Spinach I like frozen. I have a couple of the reduced mac and cheese from Trader Joe's. And then I have frozen peas. Those are the main frozen vegetables that I enjoy having on hand. I also have some blanched green beans that were fresh, and I did those this summer. I caught a sale on shrimp, so I'm stocked up on that. Down here, I usually keep this whole thing full of orange juice. So next time I hit a sale on orange juice, I'll pick up a few, get it stocked. And down here, I'm completely out of breakfast sausage. So that's going on the list. This freezer here, we have had for our whole married life. It's a Kenmore, and it's really been a great freezer. So up here, this is all the hamburger I have left We used all the hamburger from the cow, and I even ground this up from some roasts. So I know I need to hit a sale on hamburger desperately. And then this shelf, I usually will have things that are baked items, and I'm not too worried about it because I'm going to do some holiday baking. Down here, this is a problem for me because I usually have all of this filled with the freezer pizzas. I have some frozen mozzarella cheese there, so I need to get busy and get this sucker just stacked up with those frozen pizzas, those individual frozen pizzas that I make from scratch. Because if you have kids or you like pizza, you got to do this. This is pennies on a dollar when you make these, so I got to get busy with that. This is actually corned beef that I've cooked, and I have some sliced for sandwiches that I make, and then I have some just cubed up for Ken likes corned beef hash. I don't care for it, but I do that for him. Over here I just have some pork chops. These are left over from our pig, and I also have, this is some chunky applesauce I made, and I like to serve it when I do country fried pork chops, so I just keep it there so I remember to use it up. Now this is probably my junk drawer. I'm not even going to open it all the way up, but in here I have the kids like Ore-Ida potato puffs or French fries, and I always bake them. And I have the Trader Joe's vegetable rice. I have the teriyaki chicken and the orange chicken. They like that. This over here is all pot stickers. And then they have some spring rolls and some edamame. So that is their junk drawer. And down there I got some more of the turkey breast. Now this freezer has served us well, but you can see there's a little bit of rust there, and you can't really clean this down here. It's just stained, but you know what, it's still kicking, it's working great, so I'm just going to forget about that. Now over here on this door I try to do things that are kind of appetizer-ish. This is a wonderful Torte recipe here that it has sun-dried tomatoes and pesto, goat cheese, and cream cheese. And I freeze it in case I have somebody, coming by. This is a little piece of it. I'll pull this out for our family. But I love having one of those on hand. Serve it with crackers. It's delicious. Have some smoked salmon. These are some jalapeno poppers. Once I use those up, I'm not going to buy them. I didn't really care for those. These are dates wrapped in bacon with a little bit of jalapeno in the inside. These are wonderful. They just go right on a sheet tray into an oven. Wonderful, wonderful. Some shrimp. I have breakfast items for the kids. They have some early morning classes and they have to leave the house like 5:30. So on those mornings, I'd rather them eat one of these frozen things. These are the Jimmy Dean Delights. They're only 260 calories. They have the egg whites and that kind of thing. Then over here I have some of the Trader Joe's crab cakes, stuffed mushrooms, and the phyllo triangles with feta and spinach. Down here, I bought these the last time we went to BJ's, I guess, yeah. And they're little French toast things. I don't think I'd buy those again. These are some homemade breakfast sandwiches that I made with egg whites and whatnot. More of the sandwiches, and then we have these pancake sausage things. Yeah, a little bit of Cool Whip and some popsicles. This is the freezer in the refrigerator in the kitchen, and mainly I have frozen berries. I have some pureed pumpkin that I have earmarked for holiday baking, and then here I mainly have nuts. I do have some pine nuts for making pesto. There's some sunflower seeds, and whenever I get down to like the very ends, I'll vacuum pack. If I just have like a little bit of nuts left, I put them in a bag, and I use those to make granola. And then over here I just have a couple of Cool Whips, some Halo Top, looks like some gelato, and then I just keep like little ends of bread to make breadcrumbs. So that's it. That's all I got in here. Finally, I went ahead and I made my lists, and I have this in my meal planning binder. These are some things that I need to find a sale on: the ground beef, breakfast sausage, Italian sausage, salmon, halibut, and orange juice. And on my to-do list, I need to get busy and make some of those frozen pizzas. And I want to process 18 more persimmons. And as far as holiday prep, I want to make some homemade lobster phyllo triangles. It's a delicious recipe. You can make ahead of time and freeze it, and then you just bake it off. It's so, so good. And then just, enjoy my holiday baking. So there's the freezer tour. There's the process of how I keep an inventory, how I look for holes in what we have on hand and try to hit sales so we can save money, and then try to, have a little to-do list so I have some focus in how I can better serve our family. All right, guys, let me know how you guys do your freezers, if there's something different you do or tips you have for me. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Have a wonderful day.